we got our man Marcus Thompson here at The Athletic. Marcus, appreciate you for joining us. Have you already prepped the column for Draymond Green's 3-year, $120 million contract extension that's going to be announced soon?
Make it 4.
4
years. Give him the extra year, man. Please give him the extra year.
Man, this sounds like the different kind of green. It sounds like green with envy. Y'all didn't get Draymond. That's what it is.
Oh, you stop that.
Oh, no, I salute. I salute to this finesse. Hey, MT, I salute to this finesse, man. Finesse God, Draymond Green, man. He about to get another $100 million. All I can do is tip my hat to that.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough. They're bidding against themselves at this point. Nobody has the space. So I don't know if it gets that high. I'd be surprised. I'd really be surprised, because if not, why wouldn't he just sign it if they throw it in front of him? I think Draymond hopping on that stuff.
That boy wants the attention. That's why he just wants the attention.
I'd be surprised if it's like 30 in the first year. I'd be really surprised. That was for, like, if you was gonna take 30 to play with Portland, like, it's like, all right, now you got how much would you take to win with the Warriors and play with Steph? I don't know if that's the same price. If I'm Mike Dunleavy, I'm like, look, here's the number. Otherwise, you can go not win somewhere else.
You think so? I think we all believe he's coming back to the Warriors. But do you think, like, if his hand was forced like that, do you think like he would be prideful and say, no, all right, fine, I'll leave. I'll go to Portland. I'll go to Detroit. Or he would, I don't want to, this sounds bad, but like tuck his tail between his legs and come back to whatever the Warriors gave him?
No, I think Draymond is smart enough to know, like, what's best for him. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if he don't get the money he wants, like, he's smart enough to figure out. Like, he's more the type, like, all right, I'm going to take this money, but I'm going to get it somehow else, right? Like, I'm going to figure out another way to work it. So I don't think he would do that. I think the most difficult part is going to be, he's got to tell Steph, I'm leaving you. And the reason is like, yeah, because I want to stick it to Mike Dunleavy. I don't know if that flies, right? It's got to be like, man, for a couple million, that's what you giving up all this for? So in the end, I think he'd stay and then figure out a way to work it to his advantage another way. Like, maybe that's demand a trade later or something like that. So I think he'd take the money. If it was like far apart, if it was like 20 and 30, like Warriors are from 20 and somebody else are for 30, I think he'd leave. But if it's 25, I don't think that's enough to look Steph in the eye and be like, I'm out.
Yeah, so cute. Go tell Steph he's leaving. You think there, Marcus, there was another, like, even one other suitor out there for Draymond?
Oh yeah, I've heard of a couple. Yeah. Listen,
like, I mean, serious suitor.
You was the Kings real?
Why y'all even acting like this is like breaking news? Like, all right, there's 30 teams. Just go with how many suckers are out there.
Yeah.
Like, the idea that somebody else will want us, like, of course there are. Then there's like how many teams that are like right there and need one good player who knows how to win. Like, the idea that this league won't want Draymond is nuts. It's ludicrous. You know how many big stiffs get past her? Nikola Vucevic ain't never won nothing in his life, and he just got $60 million. And you telling me Draymond ain't got market? That's crazy.
Yeah,
it's a bunch of garbage big dudes out there. Like, you tell them Draymond's better than all them dudes, and they're getting paid. So why wouldn't he? Like, to me, that idea doesn't make sense. Not to mention, really all you got to do is finesse. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course there are teams to. It's like when they say, "Oh man, that contract will never be traded," and then it gets traded because there's always somebody to trade to. There's always somebody who can do it. That's on your ability to kind of work it and hustle. I mean, look, y'all got stuck with Sabonis.
Stop.
We ain't stuck with nobody.
Stop.
What you talking about,
Don't
Marcus?
do that. Don't
we ain't stuck with nobody.
Don't do that. Don't
do that. I knew that. I was messing with y'all.
What do you think about the Kings' move to keep Harrison?
I mean, I figured it's what they would do. I hope it's not the last move. It's not the end. I like that better than Kuz, I think.
Okay.
I'd rather have Harrison Barnes and a couple other pieces than like no Harrison Barnes and a bunch of money at Kuz, and now you just got what you got. Like, to me, I feel like you lock up Barnes, you extend Kevon Looney's nephew, and then you know what I'm saying? And then
Come on, man. What is with y'all brothers in the Bay Area? What's wrong with y'all?
Come on, man. You started with the smoke, so I had to get. Is that not Kevon Looney's nephew now? Come on.
Oh, I can't wait to see y'all on Christmas Day. Oh, I can't wait.
I know, right? But I feel like if they add a couple of like pieces, right? A couple of not like, dominant, not big. They don't need that. They're good enough. They just need a couple more pieces to be able to say, all right, we're going to change how we play a bit. And here's another option. And like we saw it against the Warriors, it was like, all right, Terrence Davis, save us. They need somebody who's like better than Terrence Davis, but maybe not good enough to supplant Keegan Murray in the starting lineup, right? But if you wanted to go small or trigger a certain different type of style, they could start and it would be fine. Like, they need somebody like that. So, and it'll be tough, but I feel like it's a few guys out there that will work.
So that's what I was about to ask you, though, Marcus. Like, I don't disagree, but realistically, you look around at the landscape. I mean, are those guys available in free agency or during trade? I mean, we talk about OG, like, yeah, he'd fit the criteria, but they said Masai was asking for Keegan. So that defeats the purpose. Like, is there a realistic move, in your opinion, that could fill that void?
I mean, I do think so, though. I think there's some players out there. I just don't think they're going to be the big sexy types. I don't think you need a OG Anunoby who's clearly like, being over. I mean, dude been on the trade market for 2 years and can't nobody get him. So his price too high. Like, I don't know what they're doing, but I mean, Bruce Brown would be great if you could get in on Bruce Brown, because he's somebody who can come off the bench but is start quality. I feel like, I mean, here's a weird one you might not like, but D'Angelo Russell. If you can get him to come off the bench,
D'Angelo Russell.
Yeah, if you can get him off the bench, he probably won't play no D, but man, he can get you 30 in a certain situation. I think they should be looking at some of them Heat boys, Gabe Vincent, Max Strus, like some of those guys. It won't be the sexy picks like Dante DiVincenzo. I know he probably won't go back after what happened, but he'd be perfect. Like, he's a guy who could come in and he could start or he can come off the bench, but he's going to be a factor. Like, I think it's a lot of guys. It's like, which ones can you convince to come to Sacramento? Which is, you would think that would be an easier sell because, like, I don't know, I'd rather go to Sacramento than the Knicks. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, some of these seasons, like, man, y'all ain't never winning. Cut it out. But the Kings feel like they're right there. Seth Curry is another one. Like, Seth Curry would be great on the Kings.
Yeah, like
that dude's get a bucket. Yeah.
He
was there, huh? My fault.
He was. Well, yeah, I think George Karl said he'd be out of the league in a year.
They foolishly let him go to Dallas. I don't want to say it's like Isaiah Thomas, but I remember it.
It was bad.
Yeah, I remember it.
Yeah.
Isaiah Thomas might be the worst one.
Yeah, Lonnie Walker. Torian Prince would be great.
We talked about Torian Prince yesterday. I like
Torian Prince would be great for the Kings.
I like Torian Prince. I like the idea of him. Yeah. There are some guys out there. You're right.
Who you got your eye on any team, any situation today as we get closer to 3:00?
I just want to see what Houston does. I feel like that's going to be the first. I mean, they got all the money, so
is Fred VanVleet
people with money?
Is Fred VanVleet a domino? Like, if he signs in Houston especially for the money that's out there, you think Toronto changes course and is like, all right, we didn't get him. Let's pull this thing apart.
Yeah, I don't know if he's the domino. I think Houston is the domino. Right now, Houston is the sugar daddy of the league, right? It's all they got $60 million of money, and so everybody camped out on the porch like, wait and see they're gonna throw it, right? Like,
Marcus a wild dude, man.
I'm just saying they got all the money. So if they spend it on Fred VanVleet, now you got to go find you another hustle. So I feel like Houston is the one, right? Because they just have all this cap space. They can fit 2 big salaries on there, and people want their money, right? So now, once they make a move, once they decide, now things become a little bit more clear. Like if they if they get James Harden, if they were like, all right, we're gonna trade for James Harden, right? We're gonna just take that salary on and spare the 76ers. Like, even though that's probably not in play right now, but if that was the case, that changes everything for Fred VanVleet, right? Like, he ain't out here commanding a huge market, but he's trying to find out if he's got a sugar mom out there. So that's what Houston is right now. I know y'all think, nobody wants Draymond, but it's a few of them out there.
No, that's not
like,
what it was.
Man,
No, it wasn't nobody wants him. It's nobody wants him. He's looking for like $20 million, $25 million. It's like, I don't know. I wouldn't give him 25.
I'm gonna relieve you of that notion all day, every day. As much as they always talking, everybody wants to like say, here's his value. That's what good agents are for. You know what I'm saying? Like you telling me Monty Williams is the best coach in the NBA?
Well,
he's certainly the highest paid. Like
the best agent.
Like who would pay Monty?
He's the most comfortable coach in the NBA.
That's what I'm saying. Like, man, it don't matter what's reasonable, what makes sense. It's like Denzel said, man. It's not what you it's not what you know. It's what you can prove. It's not what you should get. It's what you can get.
Boom.
And that's on your that's on your game. That's on your hustle. Like, I wouldn't pay some dudes, but I wouldn't give Vucevic $20 million a year.
Well,
but he got it.
Yeah, that's a tough one right there. My homeboy Tarek hit me up like, yeah, Marcus is right. Big Vooch, he a Bulls fan. He's like, Marcus is right. I don't know what they doing.
They just like, we're gonna run it back. They were like, yeah, man, we've been like a play-in team for the last 3 years. Run it back, like another round on us with the same dudes. Like, what? Are you guys not watching this dude not guard anybody ever?
Yeah, I would have moved on from it. Real quick, Marcus, before we get you out of here. What's up with your boy James, man? You want to talk about sugar daddies and you want to talk about Daryl Morey and James Harden. What's up with your boy James, man? Look like he coming to LA. That's what I'm thinking.
Hey, man, talk about finesse guy, right?
Man.
oh my God,
James,
man. Hey, James, the cool part about James, like, he'll have moments where he looks incredible, but like he almost guaranteed to flame out at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And it never bothers him, right? Like, he'll be like, yo, he finished his last game with 9 points and 12 turnovers. And he like, yeah, but give me $50 million. And we're like, I mean, is there anything more LA than that? Like, he gonna come in with a pink fur coat on, drop 30 and 20 on somebody's head, and then his last game of the season gonna be trash. Like, that's James, but it's such a grand hustle. I mean, he's so incredible at what he does. You always think what's possible with him. But yeah, he's gonna be a Clipper. He's gonna have incredible games. He's gonna look great, like he was in Game 6 in the playoffs, where you're like, yo, what? We're like, we didn't know this dude was still alive. And then in Game 7, he got 9 points. Like, that's James Harden. But for some reason, you're gonna pay for him always, and I respect that. That's an OG move right there. Get your sun and shades on, the pink fur coat, and drop somebody here now.
Hey, do you like if you're James Harden, like, do you? It's the teams I can't forgive. It's the Clippers that I can't forgive. Like, what are you doing? Why are you doing this?
It's 30 teams in the league. Like, it's a reason why like 7 teams have won a championship, right? Like, like a bunch of people like don't do this well. So like, I mean, is there not like the evidence is there? Like, what I'm saying? Like, the evidence is right there. Maybe Washington Wizards could turn it around, but I mean, for real, like, I mean, they got new management and all that. I mean, the Warriors were this for forever. So it's not like, I'm talking about something I don't know. Like, I watched it. You remember the movie Life? Like, a lot of teams are like, can't get right. Like,
just can't get right, boss.
Can't get right, man.
Can't get right, boss.
Hey, Mark.
So it's always money out there, baby.
You in the are you in the Steph doc that's coming out?
No, I'm not in those. I ain't get paid to be.
Oh, they left you out.
The man who wrote 2 books on it. How they not gonna talk to Marcus Thompson?
Wow.
Yeah, they
they
tripping.
Hey, it's all good, man.
Hey,
I just get in where I fit in. That's a very too short line from Oakland.
Get working on that Draymond Green.
Well, no, I was about to say, Marcus, when you get the word that Draymond has signed for 4 years and $180 million to go back to the Warriors, just text us and let us know. Let us know
Yeah,
first.
I'm coming on. No, I'm coming on. I'll be like, get that breaking news sound together.
Marcus Thompson's new book, Finesse God, the Draymond Green story, drops at about 3:05.
Way.
Marcus,
hey, come on, man. I love it.
we appreciate you, brother. Thank you as always.
All right, have a good one, fella.
That's
Take
our
care,
man,
man.
Marcus Thompson.